Iran is facing a severe economic crisis, triggering nationwide protests since late December 2025. Student demonstrations have spread across universities, with deadly clashes reported. As tensions rise, President Trump has warned of possible U.S. intervention, while Iran's government shuts markets and cities amid growing international concern. This slide provides an overview of the Iran protests, focusing on the 2025-2026 economic crisis. Key developments include the economic crisis triggering protests, critical currency devaluation, student participation, and emergency measures by the government. President Trump's response strategy involved a, quote, locked and loaded military threat statement delivered via Truth Social. This marked a departure from traditional diplomatic channels, characterized by escalatory rhetoric targeting the Iranian regime. The protests stem from severe economic distress. Key indicators show the inflation rate at 42.5% and the USD exchange rate dramatically increasing to 510,000 Iranian rials, a 50% increase. The crisis timeline began on December 28, 2025, with protests in Tehran. By January 1, 2026, students joined in. Trump issued his military warning on January 2, the same day 7 casualties were reported. To understand the current crisis, we review the historical context of U.S.-Iran relations. Key events include the 1979 revolution, the hostage crisis, the 2015 nuclear deal, and Trump's 2018 withdrawal. Our strategic analysis framework examines U.S. advantages, like military superiority and sanctions leverage, alongside challenges such as intervention fatigue. Iran's resilience factors include proxy networks, while its vulnerabilities involve economic sanctions. Iran's political structure is hierarchical, with the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, holding ultimate authority. Power is distributed below to the Guardian Council, Assembly of Experts, the President, and regional security forces. The regional security implications are significant. Global impacts include rising oil prices and supply chain disruptions. Regional stakeholders like Saudi Arabia and Israel are closely monitoring the situation. The sanctions architecture employs economic warfare mechanisms. These include restrictions on the banking sector, oil embargoes, technology transfer bans, asset freezing, and secondary sanctions affecting third parties. Regional power dynamics involve multiple key stakeholders. The USA focuses on military power, Iran on regional influence, while Saudi Arabia and Israel prioritize rivalry and security concerns respectively. Trump's threat raises questions about compliance with international law. Unilateral military intervention, especially without UN Security Council authorization, violates international law and risks significant regional escalation. Iran's nuclear program remains a strategic concern, with uranium enrichment at 60% purity levels. IAEA monitoring faces restrictions, and intelligence agencies are estimating the breakout timeline. P5+1 negotiations continue to be relevant. The strategic assessment highlights U.S. military superiority and Iran's asymmetric strategy. The regional balance is shaped by conflicts involving military, economic, diplomatic, and information warfare across the Middle East. The escalation ladder analysis shows a conflict intensity spectrum. The current position is wide-ranging diplomatic protests and sanctions. The highest-level full-scale military intervention is the narrowest and most intense. India maintains a balanced diplomacy approach, aiming for strategic autonomy. Its interests include protecting energy security through Iranian oil and utilizing the Chabahar port for regional connectivity. The cause and effect analysis illustrates conflict dynamics. Economic sanctions cause domestic pressure, leading to protests. External exploitation and government crackdowns can escalate to military intervention threats and an international crisis. Future scenarios suggest increasing tensions and fewer diplomatic options. Proxy escalation is the most probable short to medium-term scenario, while full intervention poses catastrophic global security risks. For civil services examinations, key learning points include understanding multipolar world order dynamics, analyzing sovereignty versus humanitarian intervention debates, and evaluating India's strategic autonomy policy implications. This video provides comprehensive insights into the U.S.-Iran crisis dynamics, essential for strategic understanding and preparation.